Have you ever felt like your body doesn't quite bounce back the way it used to after a workout? Or maybe you found yourself worried that exercise could lead to injury, so you've been holding back? You're not alone. As we get older, it's normal to be more cautious about how we move our bodies, but staying active is just as important as ever. In fact, regular exercise can help improve balance, strength, and flexibility, and it can even boost your energy levels and mood. But here's the thing, sometimes, well-meaning efforts to get fit can backfire, especially if we're not paying attention to a few key details. So, in today's video, we'll be diving into some common exercise mistakes that people over 60 often make, and more importantly, how to avoid them. We want to make sure you're staying safe and getting the most out of your workouts, without the risk of injury or burnout. Let's start by talking about the first mistake that many people make when they begin exercising more regularly, jumping into high-intensity workouts too quickly. I know, you might be excited to get back into the swing of things and think that pushing yourself hard will get you results faster. But the truth is, if you're not used to vigorous activity, diving right into intense exercises can put a lot of strain on your body. And that's where injuries can happen. If you think back to the last time you tried something a bit too intense, maybe a cardio workout or a high-impact class, you might remember feeling sore the next day, or worse, even injuring yourself. The risk of joint stress, muscle strain, and falls increases as we age, so it's essential to ease into exercise and gradually build up intensity. The key is to start slow and let your body adjust. A gentle warm-up with stretches, followed by low-impact exercises like walking, cycling, or swimming, can be a great place to begin. These types of exercises help build strength and improve cardiovascular health, without putting too much stress on your body. Now, the second mistake I want to talk about is neglecting strength training. Many people think that strength training is just for bodybuilders or younger folks, but that couldn't be further from the truth. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, which can make us weaker and more prone to falls. But the good news is that strength training can help reverse this process. You don't have to lift heavy weights, light dumbbells or resistance bands can be incredibly effective. Strength exercises also help improve bone density, which is especially important for preventing osteoporosis. Simple exercises like squats, lunges, and even modified push-ups can help you stay strong and stable. So, if you're not already incorporating some form of strength training into your routine, it's time to start. And don't worry about feeling intimidated, focus on good form, and gradually increase the weight or resistance as you feel more confident. I know this might sound like a lot, but trust me, it's all about taking those small, manageable steps. And the great part is, when you stay consistent, you'll begin to feel stronger, more energized, and more confident in your body. Now that we've covered the first two common exercise mistakes, let's move on to the third. It's something that many people don't think about until it's too late, not paying attention to flexibility and mobility. As we get older, our joints and muscles tend to become stiffer, which can lead to discomfort and even injury. Stretching and incorporating mobility exercises into your routine is so important for maintaining range of motion and keeping those muscles flexible. Some people shy away from stretching because they think it's not as intense or it doesn't feel like they're getting a good workout. But flexibility and mobility are the foundation of healthy movement. A tight hip flexor, for example, can throw off your posture and lead to back pain. So, by spending just a few minutes each day stretching and working on mobility, you can prevent those issues from creeping up. You don't have to do anything fancy. Simple stretches like a standing quad stretch, hamstring stretch, or a gentle side stretch can make a world of difference. And the best part? These exercises can easily be done at home without any equipment. So, now we've talked about jumping into high-intensity workouts too quickly, neglecting strength training, and forgetting about flexibility and mobility. All of these mistakes are easy to make, but thankfully, they're also easy to fix. In the next part of this video, we'll dive into the final mistake and explore how you can keep your workout safe, effective, and enjoyable. Stay tuned, and remember, taking care of your body doesn't have to be complicated. With the right approach, you'll be able to move better, feel stronger, and enjoy every moment to the fullest. Now that we've covered some of the most common exercise mistakes, like starting too hard, skipping strength training, and forgetting to stretch, let's talk about the fourth mistake that people over 60 often make: ignoring recovery time. It might sound simple, but rest is just as important as exercise itself, especially as we age. Your body needs time to heal, rebuild muscle, and replenish energy stores after a workout. Without enough rest, you run the risk of overtraining, which can lead to fatigue, injury, and a decrease in overall fitness. I know it can be tempting to push yourself to keep going, especially when you're feeling good or motivated. But if you're constantly working out without giving your body proper time to recover, you might find yourself feeling more sluggish or even dealing with nagging aches and pains that just won't go away. So, how can you make sure you're recovering properly? First off, listen to your body. If you feel tired, sore, or achy, it might be time to take a day off or engage in lighter activities, like walking or gentle stretching. You also want to make sure you're getting enough sleep, at least 7 to 8 hours a night, since that's when your body does most of its healing and muscle repair. Another helpful tip is to incorporate rest days into your workout routine. This doesn't mean you have to be completely inactive on those days, but give your body a break from high-intensity or strenuous exercise. Active recovery could include things like yoga, tai chi, or even light swimming, activities that promote movement and flexibility without putting too much strain on your body. The key is balance. You want to work hard, but you also need to recover so that you can continue progressing and avoid burnout. Your body will thank you for it. The fifth mistake I often see, especially among older adults, is not adjusting exercises to suit your specific needs and abilities. As we age, it's completely normal for our bodies to change, and certain movements or exercises that used to be easy might not be as comfortable anymore. Maybe squats aren't as smooth as they used to be, or perhaps running feels too jarring for your joints. The good news is that you can still get an amazing workout, even if you need to modify things a little. One of the most important things you can do is to find exercises that work for you and that suit your current fitness level. For example, if you have knee pain, you might want to swap high-impact exercises like running for low-impact ones like cycling or using an elliptical machine. Or, if bending and reaching is tough on your back, you can modify floor exercises to be done on a bench or a chair. There are so many ways to modify exercises to make them more comfortable, and don't be afraid to ask for help from a trainer or physical therapist if you're unsure about what's best for your body. The goal is to stay active, not to push through pain or discomfort. And, don't forget that even simple movements, like gentle stretching or walking, can have a significant impact on your health, so don't be discouraged if you need to adjust. Finally, the last mistake I want to talk about is not making exercise a consistent habit. Many people start strong with their workouts, but then life gets in the way, and they end up skipping days or weeks. It's easy to let other priorities take over, but the truth is that regular exercise is essential to maintaining your health as you age. It doesn't have to be a big time commitment either. Just like any other habit, consistency is key. To make exercise a regular part of your routine, try to schedule it just like any other appointment. Set a time each day, or a few times a week, that works best for you. And remember, it doesn't have to be a long session. Even 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity can have huge benefits. Maybe it's a brisk walk in the morning, a strength training session in the afternoon, or a yoga class in the evening, whatever fits into your schedule and feels good to you. You can also try to build it into your day by taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking farther away from stores, or doing some light stretches while watching TV. These little bursts of activity add up over time and help to keep you moving consistently. So, now we've covered the final mistakes: ignoring recovery, not adjusting exercises, and not being consistent with workouts. But here's the good news: avoiding these common pitfalls is simple. By taking a balanced approach, listening to your body, and finding exercises that work for you, you can stay fit, strong, and healthy as you age. In the next part, we'll wrap everything up and talk about how you can take these tips and apply them to create a fitness routine that works for you. Whether you're a beginner or already have an active lifestyle, these strategies will help you stay safe and get the most out of your workouts. Stay with me, we're almost there. As we wrap things up, let's take a moment to revisit everything we've discussed so far. We've covered the importance of easing into exercise instead of diving into high-intensity workouts, making sure to incorporate strength training to keep your muscles and bones strong, and adding flexibility and mobility exercises to prevent stiffness and pain. We've also talked about the critical role of recovery time, adjusting exercises to fit your abilities, and maintaining consistency in your fitness routine. Now, let's take these ideas and put them together to create a fitness plan that works for you. Remember, staying active doesn't mean you have to follow a rigid or intense workout routine. It's about finding the right balance that fits into your life. Start by making small changes. For example, try replacing one of your daily activities with a 10-minute stretch session. Or, if you normally walk for 10 minutes, try walking for 15. These small steps may seem minor, but they'll gradually build momentum and help you feel stronger and more energized. When it comes to strength training, remember that it's not about lifting heavy weights, it's about creating a routine that supports your body's needs. Start with lighter resistance and focus on form, and gradually increase the resistance as your muscles get stronger. A good way to approach this is by doing full-body exercises like squats, lunges, or even chair exercises that engage multiple muscle groups. These exercises can be done right in the comfort of your home and don't require fancy equipment. Don't forget to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, or you're unsure about a specific move, don't hesitate to reach out to a physical therapist or a personal trainer. They can guide you in adjusting exercises to suit your body and needs, making sure you're staying safe while still challenging yourself. In terms of recovery, remember that rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Your muscles and joints need time to recover, rebuild, and strengthen. If you're feeling tired or sore, give yourself permission to take it easy. Stretch, relax, or engage in low-impact activities. This is where the magic happens, and it's essential for your long-term progress. I want to emphasize that fitness doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. Even if you can only find 20 or 30 minutes a few times a week, that's enough to make a difference. And don't forget that small bursts of activity throughout the day, like standing up from your chair every hour or taking the stairs, also add up to meaningful improvements in your health. Above all, remember that exercise is about making your life better, not harder. Stay consistent, but allow yourself the grace to adjust when needed. It's not about perfection, it's about making a lasting commitment to your well-being. Over time, you'll see the positive changes, from improved flexibility to better balance, stronger muscles, and a more positive mood. As you take these tips into your daily life, know that it's never too late to start. Even if you haven't been active for a while, you can always begin again. Every step you take towards better health is a step in the right direction. Before we finish up, I want to remind you that you're not alone in this journey. Many people in their 60s and beyond are embracing the power of movement and finding ways to stay active in ways that are safe and enjoyable. Whether you're just starting or already have an exercise routine, you've got the tools and knowledge to continue moving forward with confidence. If you found these tips helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Have you made any of these mistakes before? Or maybe you have some tips of your own that you'd like to share? Drop a comment below. I'd love to see your thoughts. And, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content on staying fit and healthy at any age. Remember, fitness isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey. No matter where you are in that journey, the most important thing is to keep moving forward, step by step, and to always celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Here's to living your best life at any age. Keep moving, keep smiling, and take care of yourself. You've got this.